Hi guys, so this is going to be a Left 4 Dead 2 basics tutorial. I will go back to the Hard Rain campaign playthrough, but I was rewatching it back and it was a little bit muddled and I can't stop and start like that because I've totally forgotten what I was saying during the first thing and I don't really want to repeat myself. So I thought I'd do a basics video. I don't know how long it's going to be, it will be 1 or 2 videos, it won't be any longer than that. I'm using what's called a custom map, so this is a map made by another player, and to give her credit I will obviously put her link in the description box in case anybody wants to download it. And it is a training map, so it's used to train the survivors, which is the bots and yourself, or if you're playing other players, them as well, or the infected, because you can play as zombies in this game, but not on single player, so I'm not going to be doing that today. You can, but it's a pain. In short, you can't. Anyway, so I thought I'd start from the very basics. So if you look to the next screen, you've got gun, and then you've got explosives, your first aid, and your pills. So I thought I'd start with the pistols. You can have 1 pistol, and just clicking fires it. You can have 2. Doesn't do any harm to have 2. Doesn't take any longer to reload, really. Doesn't, deduct any points or anything. So if you can find another one, always take the other one. And again, just exactly the same, it shoots alternatively, so you've got 15 or 30 bullets. Or you can just have a magnum on its own, which only has 8 bullets. I personally always have double pistols. So moving on from that, your explosives. So you've got a pipe bomb, which is my choice, a multive, which starts fires. Let me see if I can show you an example. Okay, so you can see how that would be quite damaging. I have a cheat on the bottom that sort of interrupt and shoot zombies that I'm trying to show you and things like that. I don't normally play with cheats, and that sounds like something that a cheater would say, but I don't, because you can't do any achievements at all. You can't get the various, I think there's over 50 achievements or something. You can't do those with cheats on, and understandably, because why would you want to? So that is something worth bearing in mind, that I'm just playing with cheats for the use of this narration. Okay, so like I said, my favourite tends to be the pipe bomb, but there's not much point showing you that straight off because you really need to see a pile of zombies jump on it in order to see how effective it is. So I'll use that when we see some zombies. And the boomer-bile, which is collected from one of the zombies, which I'll show you in a little bit, works similarly to a pipe bomb. The smell attracts zombies and then they sort of fight themselves over it, and obviously they're sitting ducks as well, so you can shoot them at the same time. So I'm going to grab my favourite, which is the pipe bomb. So next we move on to what you can have in your the next one down, which is the medical bag. So you have a choice between the medical bag and the defibrillator, which brings to life dead survivors, including the bots. I have never had a chance to use a defibrillator in a single player game, apart from here, because there's a lot of platforms you can fall off and end up, the characters can end up falling off and killing themselves accidentally. So I've only been able to use it here, not in real gameplay. I imagine if you're doing multiplayer it's a different story, but I prefer, because you can only have the defibrillator or the first aid pack. And that's a little bit selfish of me, and I realise that. So that goes there. But then you also have a quandary, because as well as the first aid packs, you can have explosive or incendiary ammo, which takes the place of that. So if I was to pick up, incendiary's got to be my favourite, you'll see that it's been taken over there, and then you can get it out using 4 on your keyboard, and then just pick it up like you pick up other things. I'm trying not to give too much direction in terms of what you can use, because I've changed the keys around to sort of fit with me. So now I've picked up my first aid kit again. And then in the last slot you can either have an adrenaline shot, which I don't use that often unless the character in the game gives it to me. I never voluntarily pick it up, or pain pills, which sort of tide you over for a little bit. I prefer pain pills. Okay, so on to the guns. I realise that it's going to be a little bit of a hit and miss thing here. The game sometimes gives you directions about what gun is what. I know these 2 are rifles, one's a sniper and one's a military rifle. The military rifle is my favourite. pick up the ammo for that. So now if I shoot something, it's going to be set on fire if I shoot with the sniper rifle. I think that's a desert rifle, I want to say. But basically this is the load of guns that you can have, and I'm sure somebody who knows more about guns than I do, just on site, or plays this game often enough to know the names, will know the names. I do play this game a lot, but I just have my favourite and I tend to stick to it. That's a particular special weapon, I think it's maybe called an M16, and you can't pick up extra ammo for that, but it's very, very powerful. It basically causes the zombies to explode. And there's normally a grenade launcher around here as well, but similarly you can't refill. There it is, the grenade launcher only has 30 rounds in it. Quite like the grenade launcher, but I find it's quite ineffective for single player. It may be more effective in multiplayer. And this is a laser sight, so as you can see, it gives you the ability to point, and it just makes your aim a little bit better. Okay, so I've shown you the pistols, I've shown you the guns that you can have as your primary weapon, but you can also have this range of amazing weapons that slice and batter the zombies with great visual effects, and I will probably come back to retrieve one of these once I've shown you what the gun can do. I don't know about most players, again it may be different on multiplayer, but single player it's not much fun trying to chop up the zombies, because by the time you've let the zombies run over to you, a bot has shot them, which makes it pretty boring, so I don't often use these, but I've used them to get an achievement. Okay, so that's all the basics in this room. Like I said, this is a training room and doesn't come with Left 4 Dead. I downloaded this especially because I want to work a little bit on my aim, which isn't particularly fantastic, and because of stuff like that. So in this room you could be infected or a survivor, but you can only be infected in a multiplayer. It's really annoying. I don't know why they don't let you being infected in a non-multiplayer, but you sort of live with that. Okay guys, I just paused for a little bit there while I let my characters choose their weapons, because even though I have them on Mimic at the moment, if I get attacked by certain zombies I will need their help to be rescued, so I really need them to have some weapons and some healthcare of their own. So as you can see, they're back on Mimic, they've all got first aid packs behind them. This is how your character looks incidentally as well, but then none of them for some reason have picked up any big weapons. I don't know why, but they've chosen not to. But as you can see, if you look to the bottom of the screen, my profile, so who I'm playing, who's Nick, is on the right hand side with 100 health. It's actually big, so we've not been attacked yet. And on the left hand side, or from the left hand side, and you've got Ellis, Coach and Michelle, and you can see what they've got. So you can see they've got a first aid kit, pills, first aid kit, shot, first aid kit, shot. So that's really handy for knowing if you can risk using the first aid kit on someone else, and maybe later somebody else can heal you and all that sort of thing. Again, I think it would be particularly helpful in multiplayer games, but I have found useful in other games. Okay, so I'm just going to pause on this for a second, or not pause, but stay here for a second to sort of share the credit here. I didn't make this, and nor am I taking credit for it. This is the creator, and I will provide a link as well, okay? Right, so I'm trying to find a particular room. No, not that one. Like I said, this wasn't designed by me. This isn't really a playthrough. It's more sort of introducing to the characters and saying, look, this is how this particular map works. Okay, so rather than see me go through 100 rooms and deal with these zombies trying to follow me, I thought I'd skip and pause and skip straight to the room. So I've been thinking there's a couple of different rooms in here, and I probably will go into those as well, but I really want to show you the special infected zombies, and this is the best way to do it. Right. Okay, that's really annoying. It shouldn't instantly die like that. This is a Jockey, which is an annoying little thing that looks like that, that jumps on your back and steers you towards danger whilst damaging you. So it's not just that he has the potential to steer you towards danger, he also has the possibility of damaging you. So he can be quite disruptive. He's quite hard to tackle on your own unless you happen to see him, push him away and manage to shoot him enough times to kill him. So it's really something you need your automatic characters to be, you know, able to deal with, and obviously if you're playing multiplayer you need to trust the people you're with to get him off. This is a charger who charges, as told by the name. As you can see, he has a big arm and a little sort of T-Rex arm. He normally makes slightly different noises from that. I've got something downloaded on here which means he makes a different noise to normal. He says words and stuff. From Homestar Runner, if anybody's ever seen it. I'm a big dog, sorry. There you go. So that's the incendiary ammo we've got working as well. This special box means they can't attack you, which is a good feature for practice, which is what it's meant to be for. I don't know if there's any way you can actually kill him. There we go. I think after a while they're just killed automatically, which can be slightly annoying if you're trying to sort of go through it. This is a spitter who, as it sounds, spits. She's rather grotesque looking, with a huge belly and a pink thong. So attractive. And basically she spits goo on the ground, and the goo damages you and steals your health. You can move out of the goo, and when she runs away, you can't really see her doing this, but there you go, she leaves a sort of trail of goo behind herself. So she's quite easy to follow for a little bit afterwards. So there's the spit, when she does spit. I've also got a cheat on the moment, which means that none of the characters take any damage. It's achievements within this particular map, and because I want to sort of show you without risking killing myself or my characters. This is a smoker, as you can see. He's again rather grotesque looking. Listen to the noise he makes when he sees you and he's about to attack. So obviously, because of the way this particular map works, he can see you and he wants to attack but he can't, which must be really frustrating if you're a zombie. Anyway, he's got a giant sort of pulsing tumour there, lots of tongues, but apart from that he's slightly taller than normal infected, but he can sort of blend into a crowd. What he does is he grabs you with his tongue and pulls you towards him. If you get caught on something, you're constricted and that does you damage. If you're pulled at him, he claws you and does you damage. So it's another attack where you need your friends to get you out, whether they're automatic or not. You can't do it on your own, whereas you can get out and spitter acid on your own. And once he's killed, he releases this black smoke, which originally was meant to do damage, and you can still manipulate the program to make it do damage, but it doesn't do damage in a normal, non-manipulated game. Right, this will be the last one, assuming it comes up. No? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble here getting my machines working. Alright, that's the smoker again. Right. Okay. So very quickly see if I can get the jockey again. There we go. So this is I want to really show the jockey's movements instead of him lying dead on the ground. So he moves very quickly. He's copying my movements because of the mimic. As you can see, the other characters are all copying my movements as well. He can jump quite high, that's how he jumps on you. And he does move fast. And obviously he's quite hard to see because you're looking at about this level in order to see, and that's how it attacks. Jumps like that. You're looking at this level to see normal infected, and he's down here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there till the next video, which I will do straight after this one. And I hope you have enjoyed what you've heard so far. We've got a few more to do, and then I will just go through a couple more bits and pieces, probably another 15-minute video. And thank you for listening. Bye!